The feed is now officially in. As you can see, the whole herd of Barsinga is on the way. Oh, there's a huge one. There's a huge gold potential buck right out in the middle. So I was thinking that it'd be pretty cool if we could hunt for the Barsinga out here in Sundarpatan, Nepal. But also, along the way, we might run into some tigers. All right, so before we head out and set up a couple of baits for the Barsinga, we got a couple of Tibetan fox out here, and we're gonna try and take down one or potentially both of them. Honestly, at this point, I'd say they're probably gonna score roughly the same, because the fact that the female can score pretty high as well. But we have the 257 Magnum, and this thing is extremely accurate. Oop, actually. Yeah, that's how accurate it is. Smoked. Even better. We just drilled that thing. I mean, she's not going far. She is not going far. All right, so a pretty cool bonus. I actually came over here to grab a tent, but then I realized that the surrounding here is kind of stunning. Like, look at this environment. Also, we could potentially even find some snow leopards, so it's definitely worth keeping our tent here. I mean, you got a full 360 of just absolutely incredible views. The cool part about this is there's a huge lake behind us here where they often come down to feed and drink, but another cool thing is the fact that there could be giant tigers lurking less than 100 yards away, and that is kind of intriguing. Though we don't have any Barsinga coming in just yet, a whole flock of gray leg geese landed here, and there's a decent male right out in the middle, which would be kind of awesome to take with potentially even the crossbow, but then again, I don't really know. Oh my god, that was awesome. Where the heck did he come from? All right, so in this case here, we could switch out to the 300s for that, and then what about this? Yeah, no, we don't have it for that, but definitely use the 300s. And we might have to use the sight on this one. As much as I don't want to use the sight. Got him! Oh, let's go! Oh my god, what are the odds of that? Alright, that sounds so cool too, because in real life, the geese, they have like a hissing sound like that, and that's exactly what they're doing. I just thought of something actually. Do the geese come in to the fortified pellet feed? Scrub here comes in, white-tailed jackrabbit, eastern cottontail, raccoon, woolly hare. I don't see any sign of bird-like species, so I guess not, but we just got lucky enough to get them to come in, apparently. Huh. That was awesome. We got another one there. Yeah, so these, they are feeding though. It's a bit odd. And we best start paying attention, because any minute now, these Barsinga might just show up. Well, would you look at what just showed up? It looks like there's a bunch of Barsinga here, except it seems that they're all female. Which is pretty rare, considering I've seen a couple nice Barsinga bucks over here. But at least we know that we got some Barsinga coming in. And you never know, something else might show up. Also, we do know the fact that if you take a female, oftentimes a male will come back. They're pretty loud. Alright, so we're gonna go for the second one here. See if we can't take him down with the crossbow. Drilled her, but she is tough, so she's gonna go, well, at least 20 yards, let's just say. Watch this. Oh my god, that was a Texas heart shot on the run with the crossbow. Yeah, that was kind of epic. Kind of. And we doubled up. We definitely got at least one. And it's a nice one, 3.27. Got him right in the wing at 37 yards on the walk. A nice gray-leg goose. You know what the wild part is? The fact that this one was standing less than 25 yards away, and it ran further than the one that was actually running at about 50 yards. Perfect lung, liver, intestine shot there at 26. As you can see, some really good penetration. But this one dropped on the spot. A spine, intestine, liver shot at 78 yards on the run. I'll take it. All right, so we got to the next spot here, and this spot is a really good opening, except for the problem is right now, the wind is blowing right to our feeder here. Normally the wind will shift, but I've been sitting here for a good hour now. We got here at 4 o'clock. Oh, and here we go. They're on the way. We got a female Barsinga coming this way. There she is right there, as a matter of fact. And I see another one coming in the back. There's a nilgai there. Another Barsinga there, another Barsinga there, and we got a buck coming in there. Not a big one, but hey, we got our first official Barsinga buck coming into the bait. We could actually call in the nilgai as well. And that's one thing that I'm definitely looking forward to very soon. All right, here we go. Female out in the front, female. And there is the nice male. I figured that was a nilgai. All right, so they're gonna catch our scent, but we'll have plenty of time to get a shot on this one. All right, let's watch and see what happens here. Ooh, he's coming in close. He's already less than 30 yards. That's gonna be a shot. That is definitely gonna be a shot. Perfect. He is close. Holy. He's walking right underneath us. Smoked him. And they actually did feed there. Surprisingly. I was not expecting that. Yeah, unlike the pronghorn antelope, we're having a little bit of a difficult time trying to find some big Barsinga here. I mean, we're not even looking for a nilgai, and we already have a decent sized one coming in. Pretty decent. I think 90 and up is gold. So, we're getting close. There's one there. Oh, we got one right underneath us. Oh my God. He's gonna feed right underneath us, and that's the biggest one. He's 13 yards away. That guy's gonna stop way over there. We don't have a good angle for our shot though from here. Not at all. I mean, what are we gonna do with that? Yeah, he's only about 25 yards out, but that is not an ideal shot. Oh, but that is though. Oh my God, he turned, quartered perfectly away. We pulled back and let one fly. He shouldn't be going far. We got another opportunity out here on this nice one here at about 75. Oh! Well then, not only did we drop low, but we also hit far back, so most likely that thing is not gonna be going down anytime soon. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where a good spot would be for Barsinga. I got another spot over here, which I might try out now, but we didn't even have a single male in this spot, so I figured we'd try out a couple new locations. And then we got blood here from another one, which that was a liver stomach shot at 16 yards out of our tree stand. We used the proper ammo. The 420 grain arrows worked perfect, but I think maybe we need to use one a little bit bigger next time if they're a class 6 animal. Then let's see. No, we have to use that. Okay. Well, forget what I just said. We have to use this, and apparently we can't take such quartering shots because even though we did smoke it, we barely got a single lung on that thing. I mean, barely. Got him. Our shot was a 10-yard shot from the tree stand, walking double lung liver shot and a 114. So as you can see, we need 170 plus to be anywhere near gold, but at least we got something, you know? At least we got something. Well, let's just say hopefully third time is a charm because we set up another stand here with our feeder and it looks like we got some Barsinga. However, I'm not seeing any males. You gotta be kidding me. Boy, they are hard to find, huh? Well, again, sometimes if you take down a female, a male will come back. Got him. Oh my God, look what just showed up. There's a bunch of Barsinga. $2 right there. They came directly downwind of us though. I'm not exactly sure why that happened. So apparently they must feed down over here too. And we could take a shot on this one at about 60 yards here. Oh, look at this. No way. We hit the jackpot. Look at all the bucks coming in. Nice one there. 130, a 146 plus on that one. 128 on that one. A dark, really cool looking one there. There's another one coming in the back over here and another one. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a good one. There's a couple of real good ones here. And honestly, I think that's probably the biggest one right there. The wind is actually kind of perfect right now because it's blowing directly south, which is right between us and them. So it's not going to affect this side either. It's literally blowing right down the middle. So kind of perfect. All right, well, I think we're gonna take a shot on this one here at about 60 yards. Why is he moving? Whoa, 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 what just happened? I mean, if I would have known that, what just happened? Ooh, right over the top of him! Yeah, I don't exactly know what caused them all to spook like that. I don't know. Oh, no way, here we go. So we decided to move the stand one more time, and now we have the whole entire herd of Barsinga coming back, and that actually is the one that we tried to take a shot at. However, it decided to start trotting before we were able to get our shot off. Okay, it looks like they're coming this way. And from what it appears, they should come right down the road to our bait, which we have set up less than 20 yards away from us. Oh my God, no way, it's gonna work. They're coming perfectly. Right down the road. All $5. 6 of them with this one. Wow, and this time the wind is ideal. So technically they might come within 20 yards away from us. Yep, that's what they're gonna do. That's exactly what they're gonna do. 22 yards there. There's the one that we want, that 21 right there. Wow, how cool is this? Smoked him. Ooh, we almost doubled up. Ooh, I tried to lead him. Whew. Is he still going? All right, he just tipped over. Holy. I mean, we absolutely smoked that thing. There's a chance they may come back, though, actually. There is a chance they may come back. Yeah, he's down there. We were milliseconds from doubling up there at 15 yards, but I led him the wrong way. I led him the way that they were gonna run, but what happened was he actually started running. What's that sound? All right, so we decided to slide over to a new location here, and this time we're at the top of a hill, which is a super excellent location. They typically feed behind us over here, but as you can see, we got some coming in right down below us here. Let's see if we got any bucks. Oh, there we go. We got a buck coming in. It's a good buck too, finally. And that's gonna be the biggest buck that we've seen yet. Although it's only one. I am very, very satisfied with that one. Very. Oh, those are the ones that I was anticipating on coming. So essentially what we have now is 2 separate herds of Barsinga coming into the bait, including this one right out in the front. Luckily the wind is pretty awesome, but we need to make sure we can take a shot on this front one here so that we can eventually get a nice opportunity. Did he really just stop right behind the feed? That is wild. Yeah, we absolutely do not have a shot. You know, even if this one laid down, we would actually have a shot opportunity. But we just don't have one right there. All right, so we got him to turn a little bit here, and now he's broadside at 41 yards. Hopefully this female moves a little bit out of the way and we can get a shot. Or he's gonna come back closer to us here. Oh, 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 here we go, here we go. 40 yards, 38 yards. 39 yards right there. The wind is blowing right towards him. Oh my God! We shot right over the top of him. Like, can you believe it? Did I not range it at 39 yards? I'm not quite sure what just happened there. All right, guys, here we go. We're about to get a second chance at this nice buck. This time I turned the feeder so it's facing more towards us here. And that way, if they stop, we're gonna be able to have them over here. There's no way they're gonna be up here. So I think we got a better turnout here. And there's our buck. Oh, he's a good one. Yep, he's definitely the biggest one we've seen yet. And then after we get him, of course, we'll try and find one even bigger. But for the time being, this is definitely the biggest one that we've seen. 138 minimum. So he's got a chance at being a gold. He's got a slight chance. Nonetheless, oh, look at all these geese that just landed. They're all about 60, 70 yards out from us. And this female is coming right to us. All right, let's get ready. Now, we should be able to take him with the recurve this time, but it all depends on how close these guys get to us. That's only 18 yards away. Wow. Oh, there he is. Okay. He's 20 yards right there. It's going to be a 20-yard shot. Here we go. And he stopped. Smoked him. He's going down. You forget how big and tough these things are. You really got to hit them absolutely perfect. And even when you do, they still don't just drop. I gotta tell you though, I am a little surprised at the fact that there's only one buck up here. And not only that, the second herd of Barsinga haven't even showed themselves yet, so maybe let's shift over. There's a reason why I put 2 tripods here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get in or not. Nope. Holy, not even close. They came right up over the top of the hill. There is definitely one buck here somewhere. But he's not very special. That's him there, as a matter of fact. It's so random, the fact that there's only one decent buck in these herds, and we have like 7 or 8 females. I mean, yeah, we could smoke him right there, 24 yards out. But I'd like to be a little more patient in the hopes that there might be a big one coming in the back. Which doesn't appear to be the case. So, therefore, let's go for a shot and take down another nice Barsinga buck. Perfect shot this time. Perfect shot. And actually, they might not even spook from that. It's weird how we hit the absolute jackpot. It's weird how we hit the absolute jackpot on the pronghorn hunting, but for some reason I'm barely getting any bucks coming into these spots here for the Barsinga. Like prime locations to where we're covering 2-3 different spots. We were just over here, now we're here, and then we were over here. And we're just not getting the results that we want. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that we're not taking down enough females, but something is up. Well, since we're gonna leave anyways, we might as well take down another one. And it's gonna be a 20-yard shot. Heart shot. Dropped him. Ooh, the geese didn't like that. Oh, no, they didn't. See, I used to be able to remember how to shoot that far. But I don't exactly remember now. I'm thinking the bottom was 150, but I forgot what we were zeroed in for. Well, let's see what happens here once. Oh my, okay. Yeah, that's 100 yards. All right, let's get down now and pick up some of these Barsinga. Now remember, oh, yeah, more female. We're gonna have to move this whole setup, but for now, we're gonna grab these two, and the other one ran over there, which is the biggest one. We do have some more geese over there, but I forgot how to shoot 100 yards with this thing. It's wild. I used to be able to know how to do that exactly every time, but look how close this thing was. 20-yard hard shot. And then this is a nice one here. 139 and a spine double lung shot at 26 yards. So if we hit spine on that, then we must have drilled this one. Must have been dead center lung. It's just that we only got a single lung because, well, these things are big and tough. So we got good blood there. Good blood here. And our Barsinga buck should be down. Apparently a little further. Right here. Alright. Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, shot looked like it was perfect. 24 yard, 168.3. Apparently our angle was perfect, but we didn't get much penetration. Still drilled him dead center. Went for a liver shot there at 24 yards out. And yeah, he was just shy of gold. 170 we need for a gold. So now all we got to do is beat this one, which scored 168. I believe we can find at least one 170 plus Barsinga buck. I believe it. I don't know how difficult it's going to be to make happen, but I believe it. I still can't believe the fact that the first spot we went to for pronghorn ended up getting us 3 diamond potential pronghorn, and 1 was a rare gold pronghorn, and 1 was also a huge diamond. So of the 4 diamond potentials, 2 were super awesome, and 1 ended up being a huge diamond. But yeah, here, I can't even find a decent gold potential. All right, so 7th time is gonna be a charm, at least I'm hoping this time. And this time, I'm not gonna be going to any more feed zones. I'm literally just gonna randomly find a spot out in the middle of nowhere, which is somewhat in between 2 areas where I know there are Barsinga. But we're gonna put our feeder right there, and hopefully we can find a spot to put the tree stand in and come back here in the morning completely unhunted. We've never scouted this spot or anything. I have no clue what's going to be here, but it's a lot better doing that than going to these random spots that I already know what's going to be there and we're not seeing anything except for small ones. So, and at this point, what do we honestly have to lose? All right, so we set up a tripod here, and now we have our feeder about 20 yards behind us on the backside. The wind should be blowing decent here off to the east, and ooh, would you look at that? There's a random herd of Barsinga right there, and they're only 160 yards out from us. Well, apparently this is a pretty awesome spot. Holy, I was not expecting that. And there's another herd over there. Are you kidding me? There was a buck in there. Decent, real decent buck actually. 149 minimum, but there could be even another one. Ooh, a 161 minimum. That thing is huge. I think it's a guaranteed gold, guys. All right, so at this point, we literally have Barsinga on both sides of us. Well, let's get ready and make something happen. We got some here and some here, and I didn't have this zone before. It just happened. Apparently, the key is you gotta find new spots. Don't go to spots that you already have, because those were not giving us very good outcomes. All right. The feed is now officially in. As you can see, the whole herd of Barsinga is on the way. Oh, there's a huge one. There's a huge gold potential buck right out in the middle. All right, so he's 150 yards out and he's coming straight towards us. That is definitely the one that we want. Oh my God. Now let's take a look down over in here and see what we got going on. There's a decent one out in the front with a lot of points. Another decent one there, and another. I mean, it has a high estimate, but it's not even close to the size of the one that we have coming in already on the other side, which is right here. Oh, here he comes. Wait, where is he? Where is he? Oh, they're so close to us. Where is the big one? There he is. That's him in the back. He's trying to catch our scent. And he about just did. Yeah, I was a little worried about that. I purposely put the feeder on the other side so he wouldn't be able to smell us. The wind is not blowing directly towards him, but since he's big enough, he's also smart and he knows what danger is. All right, there he is right there at 57 yards. Oh, what a buck. Tell you what, we might be able to take him with the crossbow. Smoked him! Oh my God, we dropped him. Yes! Just in time to potentially be able to get a shot off on these ones over here. Oh, they're a little spookish. 78 yards. I don't know if we're quite going to be able to pull off a shot, but that's all right. We got the biggest one down. We got the granddaddy Barsinga down. Oh, I think we centered him. Not seeing much for percentage dropping on that, but should be going down. I just saw a tracer go over that hill. I can't imagine that wouldn't have been a good shot. Well, why not take down another one? Wait till it turns. Oh, should have drilled it. Ooh, we definitely drilled that thing. I know for a fact we drilled that thing. All right. So there's the rest of them there. I think we got the biggest one. Well, I know for a fact we got the biggest one, but there might be another decent one in there. But then again, there might not be. We might have gotten the only big one in there. All right, so first off, I want to go over here and try and track down the big one that we got. Well, not the biggest of them all, but a pretty good sized one. And I'd say we probably got an intestine hit, which most likely would in fact take him down. It's just a matter of how far is he actually going to go. Of course, we smoked the female. That I think we might have passed her up, but anyways, the male was right here. Oh, we found him. He's down right over here. Also found their bedding zone. So our shot was just a little high, guys. It was perfect, but we were 1 inch too high. But a 169 wouldn't have been gold anyway, so pretty cool bonus. And a light brown. All right, now let's go get our absolute giant, which should be a guaranteed gold. He almost busted us too. We had him at about 60 yards. He finally turned slightly broadside and we let one fly. Here he is. Look at the size of this thing. A 176 gold. It's our biggest one yet. And we got a perfect double lung liver stomach shot at 64 yards out. There we have an awesome Barsinga buck off the feeder. Boy, they are not easy to find. No, they are not. Well, that's gonna wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a real good one.